Hello friends, my name's Kylie and this is Bixby Bear. Hello Bixby. Bixby's wearing a beautiful dancing dress. And Bixby is going to help me tell my story, which is called Baby Bear. Baby was a ballet bear. He loved to twirl around. And when he spoke, he whispered, so he barely made a sound. When Mummy did her kung fu and his daddy practiced roaring, Baby Bear just daydreamed, since he found it all too boring. Though they said they loved him and they hugged their baby tight, he couldn't help but think that they'd prefer a bear with fight. One day, as they waited for their porridge to cool down, Baby Bear suggested that they take a stroll to town. He took them to a shop all filled with yellows, pinks and blues, and pointed out the most amazing pair of ballet shoes. Mummy shook her head and said, "Just give it a few days. I think you'll find they're not for you. Ballet's just a phase." "It's not a phase!" poor baby cried and ran out of the store. He ran until his little legs could carry him no more. "I always knew you wished I was more growly, grave and gruff. You've never loved me as I am. I've never been enough." They both said they did love him and they hugged him extra tight. But then the house came into view and something wasn't right. The front door was wide open and inside the room was trashed. Their porridge had been eaten and the smallest chair was smashed. Then up the stairs in Baby's room, a little girl was sleeping. His porridge, chair, and now his bed, it made him feel like weeping. Mummy did her kung fu and his daddy raged and roared. But Goldilocks just stayed asleep. She snuffled and she snored. His parents were upset that she could sleep through such a roar. But Baby Bear had spied what she had left upon the floor. Baby Bear felt bold and brave and leapt high on the bed. He landed with a pirouette right next to Goldie's head. "Excuse me, little girl," he said, as softly as a lamb. "This happens to be my bed, so it's time for you to scram." The naughty girl forgot her favourite shoes were on the floor and left as fast as her bare feet could take her out the door. Goldilocks kept running and she never looked around. That little bear beside her head had made an awful sound. He felt a little sorry that he'd frightened her away. Maybe she was lonely and had wanted him to play. Perhaps they could have been good friends if given half a chance. But since she'd run away, the only thing to do was dance. And that's the end of the story.